What if I told you your next 10 most amazing clients are in your life already and you don't even know it? The truth is, in this day and age, there's leads, there's all these different ways to generate business. However, the one that we overlook is the one that we probably have the easiest access to, because it's about taking one thing that you do, where there's people, where it's social, and turning it into a pipeline that prints money. Stay tuned. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane with the Real Estate Agent Playbook. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you guys know, this is right up my alley, so I absolutely can't wait to share this with you. I have an entire course that people have started plugging into, and agents have taken my first part of the pillar of the sphere of influence and implemented it and had closings within 3 weeks. If you want information on that, there's a free webinar below. It'll take you through and lead you into my course. Please check that out. But for now, please like, comment, subscribe, share this with anyone. As you know, I give away all of my free advice here on the channel, on the podcast. If you're listening on the road, please don't have your eyes on the YouTube. You can totally check it out wherever podcasts are distributed, and definitely share it with your favorite agent. All right, so let's get into this. Why does this matter? We have so much going on in our lives. Everything, we're all busy, we're doing the thing. And at the end of the day, when we are interacting with people and having conversations, those are much more convertible opportunities than, calling, dialing, driving for dollars, door knocking, doing those things. When we are at a place where there are people, so parents, at your kiddos' school activities, at their extracurricular activities, at their sports, at their band, at their clubs, whatever that is, when you're sitting there watching them, enjoying taking it in. I do this all the time at my kids' gym, right? My kids are at gymnastics 12, 14 hours a week, whatever it is. And I'm building relationships and rapport, and people are seeing me working and they're asking me questions and, all the things. So it's legitimately an opportunity for me to prospect while I'm doing something that I have to do as a parent because that's my duty. Okay, if you're not a parent, I get it. Don't leave yet, right? If you're not a parent, maybe you're involved in a church group or, volunteering somewhere or, working out at a gym or something. Whatever you do where there are people, I want you to be ultra present and understand that you can build a business right there and not be the shady, slimy sales kind of feel. That's exactly what I teach in my course. You know where to find that below. But let's kind of talk about this. Think about it. The ability to be in one place to fulfill your entertainment needs or whatever needs you're fulfilling and build a business that is, unimaginable. That's exactly what you can do if you just put the right focus. If you put the right focus on this, if you put the right focus on, putting the energy and the effort forward, you don't have to do something that's huge and grandiose. You can just do the things that you want to do a little bit more intentional and absolutely take your business to the next level. So here's the deal. You've tried this before. You don't fully understand how that didn't work out for you, but maybe it hasn't, or you're nervous. Okay, a few things and common mistakes that people make is, first and foremost, they're the agent that is always talking about real estate, infiltrating real estate into, the conversation and always being like, yeah, this is what, is going on today. Do you want to buy or sell? Do you know anyone who wants to buy or sell? That is not how you build a relationship. It's very salesy. It comes off as aggressive. And the truth is, like, when people are in that mode and it's a social thing, they will start to see you as a different salesy human. So the first thing is, don't ask anyone hey, do you know anyone who wants to buy or sell? That is not the option. That is not what we do. You want to lead with value, and that is basically leading out with an open hand. Next, we oftentimes get into this transactional kind of feel, right? It's not relational. It's, I need to have this transaction or a new transaction, or I am not going to be able to put food on my kid's plate in 60 days, or I'm not going to be able to pay for what I need for my health or whatever. So we become more and more transactional, and I get it. But the ultimate game in this business is the long talking with people, being a resource, having them, naturally understand that you are in real estate. What I do is I try and provide value. My goal is to help every single person that's sitting in the bleachers at my daughter's gym class to build their business, to help with their life, to get them, the perfect salon, that they need to go to fix their hair, or the favorite restaurant or whatever. I want to be that connector. If I have something or I have knowledge of, a small business or somebody and I can make a connection, that's gold for me, because that's when I am becoming a resource for all things, not just transacting in real estate. So that's huge. And then the next piece is, okay, you're going to be super passive. You're not going to talk about it. You're not going to do anything, and you're just waiting for business to come. Maybe you'll pay $200 to slide a little ad in the, PTA newsletter, but you don't do anything with it, right? Or you don't, draw attention. It's just Jeremy Kane Real Estate, blah, 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 right? And so you cannot be passive, can't be over aggressive, right? And we can't be transactional. Those are the common mistakes. So how do we do this? And, I will tell you that next week on this, same YouTube channel and podcast, I have Taylor Bunny, who will come on, and she talks all about turning her CrossFit gym into an absolute gold mine, right? So this will be a little bit of a different perspective, but somebody that's actually doing it, not me. And she will go through her entire process, how she's making multiple six figures from that. But for now, let's go into this 3-part framework, and then maybe next week you can tune in and see exactly how she put it into action and see how this works. So first and foremost, the framework. Collaborate with other business owners, small business owners who are out there hustling, who are entrepreneurs, who understand what the power and the purpose of a referral is. Those are the people we want to reach out to. And it's not reaching out to, hey, I'll send you referrals, you send me referrals. It's, hey, how can we partner together and reach our communities and bring more value based on what each of us do, right? I, as a real estate agent, someone, let's take a bakery, a local bakery, for instance. I, as a real estate agent, have clients moving into your market area, right? I can, provide what your bakery sells as gifts and just introduce them to it. I can, maybe you can provide a discount. I can provide a discount. I can have a tab. I can do a lot of different things to incorporate a bakery, which has nothing to do with real estate, into the transaction. So as we kind of progress, certainly other things that are involved in the real estate transaction, the lenders, the inspectors, all the things, but don't sleep on the community partners when we're talking about entrepreneurs who want to build their business. How can I collaborate with other business owners so that we can be double the voice, double the, the drive, and have work together in partnership to grow, right? That's an absolutely massive value add to those people that you do connect with, right? Whether it's, at the gym when I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go over to, Susie's Bakery. Anybody want anything? That's promoting the business. Or when they do transact, I'm providing them, great goodies and stuff like that. Or maybe we're going to do a YouTube collab, or maybe we're going to do an event together, or maybe I need a bakery to, come to an event that I'm hosting for agents, or whatever it is. You can start to see that no matter what the business is, you can incorporate it in some way, shape, or form, because you are dealing with real humans coming into your market, and that really goes crazy. So you're providing a service and value to your clients, but what are you doing for the bakery? You're building that business. And so what are they going to do? They're going to, also refer clients to you. So it's multifaceted as you grow this to collaborate with community and industry partners, for the very reason that even if it's just like, hey, what's the best Mexican restaurant in town? I can say, a restaurant that I enjoy, that I've been to, that I know the owner. Hey, talk to Johnny. He's the owner. He'll take great care of you. Tell him I sent you, right? All of those things are really important as we move forward, and collaborating with the other business owners just makes it a little less lonely, right? So the next thing is sponsor events, right? Sponsor an event, bring them into your events, do things together, right? This is your trusted resource for this. Lenders and agents, right? We're going to have this event. The lender's going to be there, whatever. Maybe the lender's, provides the Easter eggs and you provide the food, or whatever that looks like. As you do, if you're working on these, instead of running ads, you're reaching more spheres just by partnering with different people that make sense, that are, on the same page, but ultimately small business owners that want to grow together. And then of course, the most important thing is to show up and just be present, right? If you're present where you already are, where you're doing what you're doing, you can actually have 100%, success rate. Getting people to know, wear your brand. Be a little more passive if that's your personality. Ultimately, I just talk to people. They know I'm a real estate agent. They see my brand. They came up to me and ask me, how's the market or whatever. I turn that into a prospecting, deal, and that goes a million miles for my business, right? And we talk about this with Taylor in the next episode, so definitely tune into that. But those are the 3-step frameworks, right? Ultimately, be present, right? Show up without selling, volunteer, pitch in, partner with other business owners, collaborate with other business owners, do the thing, do it together, and then finally sponsor some events, do some things like that. Sponsoring doesn't have to be all financial. It can just be showing up, it can be volunteering, it can be doing anything, right? It can ultimately be going to eat, right? That's part of showing up. That's part of all of those things. And so that's huge for you as you kind of put this plan together. Okay, so now let's get into mindset. You guys know my very favorite piece of all of this, right? The mindset needs to be, I'm going for the long game, right? Short-term agents hunt. Long-term agents cultivate those relationships. They water the grass. They understand that, yes, while I do need to put food on my table, that person is ultra connected, and if I just go for the sale and he doesn't have anyone or she doesn't have anyone, that relationship goes nowhere. But if I go for the relationship, I nurture that relationship, I water the grass, I break bread, I do all the things as we build, I serve them, I frequent their restaurant, or I send my clients to their mechanic shop, whatever it is, right? If I'm doing that, we will absolutely see that this is cultivation. Just think of this. You take one thing from this video. If I talk to somebody, maybe I meet an influential business owner, right? And I'm like, hi, I'm Jeremy Kane Homes, real estate agent. Boom, they're gonna ask me how the real estate market is. If I just spew, oh, it's great, whatever, that's not gonna work. You need to start asking questions, slow down, listen to what they're saying, ask them why they ask, whatever you do, right? Those tactics are all in my course. They're all over the internet. You can find them everywhere. But once you have this conversation and you introduce yourselves and whatever, think if you go immediately to a sales, what can you give me, right? What can you give me in the form of people that who are buying or selling? That's not how we want to cultivate a relationship. Instead, we can start talking about it. You can demonstrate your expertise. You can tell stories. You can tell your experience. You can ask them what they do for work. You can kind of keep this conversation going and flowing so that they walk away from that being like, I want to, have a one-on-one. I want to grab coffee with you, right? At a networking event, whatever it is. And there's more to the story, to that relationship, if you take it that way versus, hey, you know anyone who wants to buy or sell? Kind of hurting, kind of don't have a ton of experience, whatever that is. So how you have these conversations and your mindset around cultivating them is absolutely a game changer in your real estate business. So I hope that kind of sunk in as we go, right? We have all of the information here to outlast any cold call, any Zillow, any open house strategy, any of that. If you can just dial in and have these little micro spheres of people that you are connecting with and dialing it in. So that is huge, right? And so if you can take that, a hobby, an interest, right? A gym, a church, a bunco night, ladies night, a wine tasting, brewery tour, a trivia night, anything that you can think of where there are people, you can turn this into a massive thing. Oh, Jeremy, but it's only 10 people. Well, if you get 8 out of those 10 to believe in your brand, to understand the value you bring, to be your megaphones to their spheres, think about how you just took that 10-person group into an infinity funnel for your pipeline, for your business. And that's what it's all about. If you want to hear about how this is exactly put into motion, Next week, Taylor Bunny on the show. You've got to see it. Until then, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.